Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this ITC PunkPanda presentation. What we are going to witness today is going to be history for tomorrow. So we have great guests from across the globe. So Adab, Shashiyakal, Namaskar, Assalamu Alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because we are all joined from across the globe, and it's 239 participants today. So I hope my favorite CEO would be very proud of this team. We have been working really hard in getting in people on board. So it's very soon we are going to experience the world of encrypted communications, which is going to be the world's first communication app that will pay you for using it. So without any delay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our favorite CEO, the world's best CEO, Albert Muir, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, the hour is almost upon us. And as he said, many of us are lacking sleep, many 20-hour days. Very proud of this team, everything that we've achieved in such a short period of time. So I'm going to be doing a fantastic presentation here in a little bit. I'm going to make two quick announcements. And then my partner has got to go to another meeting, but he wanted to come on tonight and give testimony. So we're going to hear from that first. But here's my two quick announcements. This only pertains to people that are in ITC Global. When you go into your PunkPanda farm, your referral link says ITC Global. I gave you the wrong information about this. What happens is an actual takes you to the website, an actual registration for ITC Global takes place. So that's what's happening. Now, once that registration is done, wait 10 minutes, go to the PunkPanda farm, log in using the email and the password, the way that you got in there to begin with, and you'll see the brand new registration there. So send out your link, tell the people you're registering for ITC Global, wait 10 minutes, log into PunkPanda farm, there's your account. Okay, because it was two different codes. The only way they could make the two different codes work when they did the migration was to keep the unique identifier, which was the link. So the link had to stay. And so all ITC enrollments go straight to the PunkPanda farm, registered, done. I will make that announcement again at the end of the night. The other announcement is that we have exactly 2 hours and 15 minutes for the private sale to end. And we've done very well on that. That was all set up just to be friends and family. Very few people were even going to know about it. And then one team says, you got to tell my team. Another team says, you got to tell my team. So it's the last announcement on it. It's going to end in 2.5 hours. You know that at that point, it'll be down for 2 days, and the pre-sale will start Friday night at approximately 8 o'clock Malaysia time, 8 o'clock Singapore time, 8 o'clock Philippines time in the evening, which would be 8 a.m. on the Eastern Seaboard in the USA. So without further ado, I would like to bring on one of my partners, Marcus Schubert. This is a gentleman that I met about 3 to 4 years ago. And at that time, I sat back and I witnessed him doing something that I'd very rarely ever seen. As a matter of fact, I'd only seen it one other time. There was a company that was kind of going sideways, and he was doing everything in his power to make it work, help his people, never abandoned them, just stayed with it the best that he could, was honest, straightforward. And I said, you know what? I've only seen one other person ever do that, and it was myself. And I just felt so aligned with him. I was with a company in Malaysia that was failing, and through hard work, effort, everything, last one standing, the CEO had ran away and was on a cruise ship and all this and that. And, you know, I probably, like Marcus, helped people at least get 20, 30% of their money back and stuff just by staying there, being the only person that really cared. And I've always appreciated him since then. And him and I have wanted to work together basically ever since we met. He has not chosen one single company to put his face on until he saw PunkPanda. And PunkPanda, the number one thing to him and to I was that nobody could get hurt. So I'm going to let him give his own testimony from here. Marcus, if you could come on and just share with everybody here whatever testimony you'd like to share tonight, we'd appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for having me for a few minutes, Albert. And I want to say congratulations to each one of you who are on this presentation, because you're about to see a company called PunkPanda, which in 1, 2, 3 years' time, the whole world is going to know about. And they won't even believe you when you tell them, I was there in the beginning before the rest of the world. And they're going, yeah, sure you were. And you can show them this recording.
Now, I'm going to let Albert go through the presentation because he does such an amazing job. And I just want to tell you a quick story from today, actually. A friend of mine who's been deep in the crypto space, he's got a DAO company that he's launching. And he looked at PunkPanda for the first time today. He's been so busy, I had to actually message him and said, mate, look at your messages. I've got something for you to look at. And he looked at the PunkPanda presentation. He said, mate, this is fantastic. Are you participating? And I said, well, I hope I am because I'm one of the founders. And he said, listen, I think people in crypto are going to love this business and love this company. And I said, yeah, you're right. They are going to love it, but that's actually not who we've positioned the first phase of PunkPanda for. Because what we see is there will be millions and millions and millions of people who come in to PunkPanda because they want a safe and a secure app that's free to use. And we will end up with millions of people who are using this app who don't even know they're in crypto, but they come into the app. And then after a while, they see all of these tokens accumulating and they think, well, what are there all these tokens for and how much are they worth? And at some point, they'll realize how much these tokens are worth just because they've been using the app and sharing the app. And at that point, these people will need to learn how to download a crypto wallet and then, or maybe get the grandkids over and teach them how to get the money out of the wallet, right? And this is what's stopping a lot of people coming into the crypto space because it's complicated, it's confusing. A lot of the opportunities, they're putting money at risk. So we can take a cool brand like PunkPanda to the world and we can offer them something they're already looking for as a way to communicate with people without somebody listening in over their shoulder, without somebody taking their data and selling it to another company. So we're providing a real world solution for the masses, whether they're interested in crypto or not. And then before they know it, they have all of these rewards, which is their portion of the success of this company that they own because they helped this company by using our services and sharing our services to the world. Before you know it, we're going to have tens of millions of people who are using PunkPanda, and it's you guys who will be the nucleus for starting this ripple that goes out throughout the world. And so I want to say thank you in advance for being involved and giving us your trust and jumping on board and being part of the PunkPanda crew. So back over to you, Albert. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this presentation started here tonight. We are going to start it off here with exactly what he was talking about. Is that just imagine that over the last few years, as you were using WhatsApp, Telegram, and it paid you every day for using it and sharing it. Imagine the payments that you're receiving actually represent an ownership in the success of the company. You know, WhatsApp sold to Facebook for 19 billion. Dropbox sold for 10 billion. Zoom Video has doubled in value since COVID started, going from like 43 billion to 98 billion just in that short period of time. Question is, were you ever paid for using them or for sharing them? We know the answer to that is no. More and more people around the world, especially USA, are becoming very concerned about who's listening in. If you don't know this already, if you've never witnessed it, you will after this call. WhatsApp, it's got bots that actually pick up keywords as you're talking and texting. It's looking for words like pregnant. It's looking for words like dentist, doctor, puppies, okay? And then the next day, these forms of advertisement will start appearing everywhere on Facebook and other places. So who else has access to your messages? Because then things are actually, the data harvesting that's taking place is actually being sold. So you are the actual product, okay? So we have the world's first secure messaging app. It's going to pay you to use it, to share it, and own it. It's totally free. Nobody can get hurt here. Totally free. Rewards you PunkPanda tokens multiple times a day. It's got a military grade encryption. It's got protocols. It protects all your personal privacy and data security. The more you use it and share it, the more company tokens you will earn. Earn PunkPanda tokens. What we have is we have a smart contract. It's going to run for 15 years. Every 30 minutes, just for you using the app, just you yourself, you downloaded it, you're using the app, you're going to start to earn tokens. Well, if you share your code with others and say, I really like this, forget about that. It might be better than the competition if all things are the same. And this one is going to pay you tokens every 30 minutes. They're actually converted into some sort of fiat for you. Why would you use the other one? You're not going to. So it's a very simple approach. Share the app, earn tokens, hold the tokens. Inside the app on day one, and our day one is just a matter of days away when we're going to be upgrading the versions and you're going to see a digital wallet inside there. Well, if you hold the tokens that were already given to you just by using and sharing the app, if you hold them there, you're also going to earn tokens for having them staked because they're automatically staked in a digital wallet. Now you can do this in the app or you can actually do it on the PunkPanda farm. And once again, use it, share it, own it. Here is the tokenomics, 275 million. Now look at that number, because if you go and look at these other tokenomics, you're seeing quadrillions right now and trillions and just such a massive, massive number. Only 275 million ever will be. The listing symbol, PPM, Punk Panda Messenger, starting at 10 cents. This little pre-sale that we're going to be starting on Friday night. It will start at 10 cents. Every 50,000 tokens that are sold, it'll bump the price, and it's going to keep bumping until it gets to $1. You can earn PunkPanda tokens from your phone, and the way it happens is through proof of stake. Like I said, you're automatically staked when the digital wallet inside here, and by building what we call a Panda Pals team. The supply schedule is to be minted over 15 years. And what you'll realize here tonight is, wow, there can never be an oversupply of these tokens ever touch the market. As a matter of fact, there should always be like an undersupply. Like Bitcoin, this is another thing we're doing to help ensure there's an undersupply. Just like Bitcoin, we're going to have a regular halving schedule. We're going to, after 360 days, that'll be 1 year, it'll halve, run for 2 years. Then it'll do again for 4 more years, and then the final 8 years, which is a total of 15 years. 275 million, we are pre-mining 65 million. So those are the ones that are in the pre-sale. The founders, the teams, the founding contributors, future marketing, airdrops, things of this, and Panda Pal sharing rewards, okay, that are done during the pre-sale. Then the final 210 million. Bitcoin is 21 million. We just added 1 0. So we could keep it on like that same kind of schedule, the halving schedule and all that, just to mimic it a little bit. 210 million over 15 years. Well, those 210 million, this is the way that they will come into the supply, into the circulation. On the first year, there will be 2,100 of them minted, okay? So there's no mining that's taking place. There's no mining that's taking place in your phone. These are actually minted, so they're created at that moment, and then they're delivered through the smart contract. And 50% of them are going to go to the people with Panda Pals. What's Panda Pals? Panda Pals is just simply somebody has taken your code, they've downloaded the app, so now they're using it. They're part of your Panda Pals. Well, they could introduce one person, it'll go down 12 levels deep. And what we do is very simple. You'll be able to go to punkpanda.com and say, how did I earn these tokens? Well, you'll go to punkpanda.com, enter your mobile phone number, and it'll show you. It'll say, hey, on your first level, you introduce 3 people, you'll see the 3. Then on second level, there's 7, and then 8, 10, 12, all the way down to the 12th, and it might say there's 122 people there. And then it's going to add up all the usage time, and then it's going to add up all the subscriptions. Well, in the beginning, there'll be no subscriptions because we don't have anything with the subscription yet. But when we have all the games, and then we have the Panda Meet and those things like that, then there will be. So it'll add up those 3 things, and it gives you your X factor. So then all of those tokens, with everybody that's a Panda Pal that's downloaded the app, it'll start to ratio them out from the biggest to the smallest. 23% is going to go to anybody that's holding tokens inside the app. You're staking them. So this is the proof of stake. They're staked. Well, this is a really simple formula. Who's holding the most tokens down to who's holding the least amount. Those 485 will be ratioed out between all those wallets. Now, 12% is going to go to the PunkPanda farm. And the reason that the farm is set up is because the app, we can send out, cannot send back in. Well, so if I went to Pancake and I buy 10,000 tokens and I want to earn rewards on them, I've only got one option. I go over to the farm, I put them in the digital wallet there, they're staked, and now I will start receiving rewards every 30 minutes, just like everybody else does. The final 15%, that's for future marketing and development and things of that nature, promotion, emergencies that we can't forecast right now. Well, after 1 year, then we go to the half-life. Now only 1,050. And you can see everything has been cut in half, but it delivers on a 20-minute schedule. This is what we really are. We are big data. I mean, a lot of people look at us and they say, well, crypto, and then, yeah, but most of the crypto we're just giving away. Okay. So what we are is big data. So let's look at what we're comparing ourselves to here. But we are the first big data that's actually paying everybody to help us build this out and acquire customers, and we're rewarding them and actually giving them ownership in everything that they're doing. Zoom, Viper, and Dropbox and WhatsApp. One of the things they all had in common is in the first year, they had 1 million registration. We feel like we will absolutely crush that number. We feel like we'll be way over 1 million, way before 1 year is way before 1 year is up. Okay. But that 1 year, 1 million seems to be a common thing through many big big data companies out there, that it was enough to give them a big springboard and let them go on to get to 400, 600 million within about a 4 to 5 year period. WhatsApp got to 400 million 4 years after they hit that million, and they sold for 19 billion to Facebook. Viper, in the beginning, they were basically just a free service, which we are. And the thing that they were making all their revenue off of was just selling stickers. That's most of their revenue for the first few years. Viper's now like 28 billion. Okay. Zoom, and I just told you the story about Zoom. Okay. Were any of the customers ever given anything for using and sharing the services? No. When WhatsApp sold for 19 billion, they didn't turn around and say, hey, let's dish out 8 billion to everybody who helped us, especially those initial 4,000 or 5,000 people that were the most enthusiastic about having an encrypted messaging service. They gave them nothing. If you put those people into the system we have and we build out like that, all of those people would probably be rewarded somewhere between $1, $2, or $3 million having a Panda Pals and being rewarded. Think about that. And on the sell, they would have even got more because they would have been holding tokens of ownership. Okay. Now, 18 billion or more, we feel that we could easily have a target of 50 billion with all the registrations that we'll be able to acquire, and we have a token that adds an added value to it also. And once again, just like them, most everything that we have a free service with every one of our products that we offer, and then we have upgraded. We're only expecting maybe 4-5% of the people to actually have subscriptions to a higher level product. People love free, that's okay, we'll give free. PunkPanda token also is a utility token. At the end of this presentation, I'm going to go and I'm going to ask one question where we have 6 answers, and we're probably 1 out of 20 crypto companies that you talk to that can even come close to answering the question. PunkPanda is a utility token. Right on probably the 3rd week after we launch, there will be a subscription that will be offered called Panda Post. Well, now when you take the token and you pay for that subscription, it's now got a real value to it. It's got an ecosystem to it. Well, every one of these components that we have here, Panda Post, Panda Meet, Panda Vault, okay, Panda Play will probably be our biggest source of revenue when we actually get the NFT games in there and the NFT marketplace. In the beginning, we're going to be selling stickers and GIFs, and we'll have the Panda Post. Well, immediately, we're going to have 2, 3, or 4 things where people that use these products every single day already, we're not asking them to do something new. We're just asking them a better experience, get paid for it because you're not getting paid over there, okay? And use something you're already doing and pay for something that you're already paying for anyway. So here's our Panda products. And at this point, let me go see who all my co-hosts are on here. I got Mr. Batista Rubin. Mr. Batista, if you could come on and just share a few words of why you are excited about PunkPanda, I think everybody would love it. I know I do.
Of course, of course, I can share. No, it's something which I never saw before. So I'm very, very long in the crypto space, and I saw P, when the people press P. I mean, I'm one of them, since P starts, and I'm still pressing, and I don't know why, but it gives me like this good feeling, I do something, proper.
Yes,
So when
yes.
I saw at the beginning, I was like working with several other projects, but then I saw PunkPanda, and I was like thinking, what the fuck? How good is this idea? Because at the first time, in times like this, like COVID and all of these situations, a lot of people are at home. We have a lot of copyright problems, you get scanned, you get controlled, and then you have an app, first of all, with a really, really cool design, which is like PunkPanda. Come on, it catched the people, and it catched also the NFT world with all of the gaming, and it is really, really good. And I'm coming out of the marketing field. And then you have all the extra features, like Zoom, like Dropbox. You can send big files. So you solve a lot of problems. I think the most important thing is you solve problems, which people have right now. This is the major point. And at the same time, you have a brilliant idea to let participate other people on the success. So, and the only thing what they have to do is forward it to the other people. What the fuck? You have a good app. You have tools which you need. We are all maybe out of networking. So we can use that app for our tools, networking, Zoom, sending files. We are secure. And at the same time, we're making money. Oh, that's getting interesting, That's why I was like getting on fire. And I'm all the time, like the last days since I met you, Albert, and we were talking with the other adventures from my team and my partners. It was like, okay. And the really interesting thing is what I can tell you, all of you guys, whoever you tell the story about PunkPanda, they will be catching it, because it's nothing. Even other people are in other projects. They will say, okay, but I can use it even for my other projects. So I can forward it. It's like, it's a second product, which you really, it's a game changer, I think, that concept. And
exactly.
And Albert, when I was talking with you before today, and we were discussing all the points, like I believe personal, and normally I'm not wrong, that this project and the token can get at least to $100 plus. And I'm not joking with this because the supply is so small. So, and the other good thing is the people are staking it, so they leave it. So it holds together. It's like a share in a company, which is a decentralized share, which makes it really sexy. So, and all of these components together, and we will see what's happened in 1 or 2 years, but you use the right magic, let's say it like that, the right recipe, for making it, because with the halving, with the long-term view, I think it's magic, and I can't wait to rock with you.
Correct. Yes. I thank you so much for coming on and doing this and stuff. Do you mind sharing with people just kind of just a brief background, just a real quick brief? Do you mind?
About me? Okay. I'm normally not like talking so much, but okay. Actually, I found the hoverboard. Let's say it like that. I'm an entrepreneur since I'm now 43. And since I'm 21, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm not coming out of the direct marketing. I just came in like a few years ago, but I was always developing products. And one of my major products where I was very, very famous in my countries was the hoverboard. So I think a lot of your people knows that. And I was developing that. I was in Forbes with that before I was entrepreneur of the year. So it's very hard to catch me, actually, Albert, with something, because I saw a lot, and normally I create the things. And I was like, wow, this magic, this together, this recipe, like this is it, and this is why I really believe in it. And so this is my background. I'm always.
I thank you for sharing. If you didn't understand this, he has a lot of experience in tech. As a matter of fact, he was featured on Forbes magazine for his technical innovations and for inventing the hoverboard. So this isn't a person that just has been network marketing. He loves the game of network marketing, but he understands crypto, technology, AI. He's got some big AI projects going on right now. So I was thrilled to death today when you were telling me everything that your analysis of what PunkPanda is and what PunkPanda can do. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rube.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
so
you. You're welcome.
yes, so we shall continue on here, and there we go. So let's run through the product. Ruben brought up a really great thing that I completely even forgot about. When this app comes out and we're ready to download it, probably on November 1 or 2, or at least upgrade it to where we have the digital wallet, ladies and gentlemen, just for free, you're going to have all the features that you're used to, video call, voice call, and you're going to see that they're clearer. It's because less people are using it basically in the bandwidth, much more clear, much more, you don't drop calls as much. That's one thing that you're going to notice right away. The other thing is you got some features that you've never really seen before. There's a hide and zap content. But here's the thing that solves a big problem. We're in network marketing all the time. We're making testimonial videos and this video, and we try to send it, but we can't. 25 megabyte files, you can't email them. So now you got to go put them in Google Drive. I spend a lot of time with the people that I support just trying to get files back and forth, okay? In one way or another, people can't open the file. Ladies and gentlemen, you can send a 200 megabyte file, I think a 150 megabyte file, absolutely free through this. That solves a lot of problems right there for a lot of people. And in the beginning, really quick, we'll have Panda stickers, we'll have GIFs and stuff. And so we're going to have a utility token with an ecosystem. So many times you go and you join something and they talk about the thing that they're going to build. And the only thing that happens is your tokens sit in a back office somewhere with no value, going nowhere, and no ecosystem being built. Or they tell you, hey, we're going to do this and we're going to put them on the exchange and people are going to buy them and we're going to be trading, the value is going to go up with no ecosystem. We have an ecosystem like no other I've seen right off the start. And understand something, over 18 months, this isn't something that just popped up. Over 18 months, going through and getting all the certificates for all these devices has been a very long process, and it's been a very costly process. Just jumped on me. Okay, so here are the 3 things that people will be able to upgrade to when they want to. Our subscriptions in the beginning, they'll be very low. Panda Post, it might be like $1.99 a month. Panda Meet, when that rolls out in 6 to 9 months from now, it's just like Zoom. We'll keep scaling it up until we can get into the 200, 300, 400 people. Probably when it launches, it might be 75 capacity, maybe 100 capacity. Okay. And $14.95 is the first Zoom level. Maybe ours will be like $6.99. Panda Vault. These are things that people will start being able to upgrade to. And for the business model to work, we only need 4 or 5% of the people to actually want a subscription and need a subscription. Most of the people will just be free. It's a great business model. Panda Post, we just talked about this, is that you can send emails and you can track the emails, know exactly where the email is, give authorization to open by thumbprint. There's a lot of cool things here that some people are going to need. And then here's Panda Meet. We just talked about that. Right now it's at 25 users, but it's not even going to be available to launch until 2022. Panda Vault, this is for companies or law firms and things like that. They really got to keep a secure file with nobody seeing it, one owner, one key. And then we have our Panda Profit. Well, our Panda Profit is our DeFi farm, and we have our Panda Play. And our Panda Play, we're looking for a very simple game right now. We think we have it. And we're also in the midst of creating some 3D NFTs to play around with to see which 3D NFT game that we're going to develop. It's a very long process, but we've started on it right now. So the Profit is the secure digital wallet that's inside here, the secure digital wallet that's on the farm, how you can earn exciting profits. We're going to allow any member that wants to actually stake liquidity pools and stuff like that if they want to earn interest and earn profits from the staking of your PunkPanda tokens. And Panda Play, I already talked about this a little bit. This will probably be our biggest source of revenue that comes in because a few people upgrade to Panda Zoom, Panda Meet, Panda Vault, and things like that. But lots of people will play our games. They're going to want to upgrade the experience so they can beat the other people that they're battling or racing or whatever. And we really think the first game will be like racing cars, and the pandas will be in there and they'll be racing, and it will be something that a 4-year-old all the way up to a somebody, their grandmother can be sitting there playing and they don't need to read the instructions or anything. It'll just be a nice, simple game. And then we have some really great NFT 3D, as I mentioned earlier, that's being developed right now just so we can take a look at it. Before I go through these case studies, what I'd like to do now is I'd like to bring on the 001 from Malaysia, one of our ambassador founders for PunkPanda. I tell everybody every single Zoom call, if I was going in the world and I was going to start any company anywhere, pick out my 5 leaders. She'd be one of my top 3, the Iron Lady from Malaysia, but I like to introduce her this way. To know her is to love her. Datin Zam, come on, tell all these people how your thousands of people are loving PunkPanda, Malaysia,
Hi,
Indonesia.
good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever, wherever you are. Okay, stay safe. All right. Okay, I can't wait for PunkPanda, to be frank with you, Albert, because today when I was doing my videos, yeah, for all the English section of my ITC, I had to put every 2.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So I have so many videos just to send over to one group. Okay,
Yes.
because I have to do I have to do in Bahasa Malaysia, I have to do in English. So
Yes.
all in all, I have to spend so much time. Okay, because I cannot send like what we are going to have 15 to 20 minutes of video. I can do it at one go. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is fantastic. I tell you, it's just fantastic. Okay, I just came back from the roadshow. It was a very good roadshow. And they are very excited. They're all waiting for it. Of course, every day I'll be receiving, where is the link? Where is the link? Where is the link? Until I said, please, just read my message. Just read my message, okay? You know, it's not easy to handle 7 groups, okay? All 1,000 over people all together. So it's not easy. So the thing is, I said, every group, please handle yourself. Yeah, because it's getting crazy. And this Friday, I'm leaving again for the south. I'm going south, okay? Where I start to build the southern part of the people, because we are not as big as other places of the world, but still we have 30 million people here. Even if I have 1 million, 1% of it, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. So the thing is, PunkPanda is going to be the one, yeah, for Malaysia. I tell you. Yeah, I tell you. I already told everyone from the 1st of November or 2nd of November, do not WhatsApp me. I will not have any WhatsApp anymore. I am going to have Panda Chat. Okay? So all the group is going to be Panda Chat. If anybody WhatsApp me, sorry, I'm not there. I'm not there. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much, Albert. I can go long and long and long. You know, I can stop here. Yeah.
We can all feel the excitement. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that's a strategy that a lot of people are going to do. When the app comes out on Friday, or Saturday or Sunday,
Saturday.
whenever it's available, okay? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people, because we'll already be at a 100 capability, which you guys know in the beginning, we told you it'll be 50, and we really will never be able to get above 50 because of security issues. And then I made the announcement last week. They found out a procedure that did not violate anything with the security. We're going to be able to go to 250 relatively quick. But even our first edition is going to have 100, which is twice as much as what we expected. Okay. People are going to, when we hit that 250 mark, people are going to be switching their WhatsApp groups all over to PunkPanda. Why not? It's a simple procedure, more safe. Your information is not being harvested and sold. And everybody in the group will now get another stream of income for doing the same thing that they were doing. Does that make sense? Yes. So let's go over here and just finish off a couple little things on the slide, because I want to definitely get to the very end of this here. And we're talking about these case studies. These are very interesting right here. Go. Okay. We talked about WhatsApp. You know, WhatsApp was created in 2009. It was originally free. And then they came up with the idea of just charging $1 per year. And then at that time, they sold to Facebook for 19 billion. Facebook took it back down to a freemium model. Somebody tell me, how did WhatsApp earn $10 billion for Facebook last year? Because they took that information that they harvested out of WhatsApp and they sold it to third parties. It's now used in 100 countries by 2.5 billion, 2020. And you know what? The actual people that developed WhatsApp left because of the parent company, Facebook, because they didn't like some of the things that they were doing with the harvesting of the data. Look at this one. We're talking about getting to that 1 million mark and getting there quickly, because it's the springboard that will get you to the 400 to 500 to 600 million registered users. Okay. Look at this. Pi has no use. Nobody's ever come up and said this will be the use. This is its value. Yet for 2 years, they've registered 25 million people that are diehard, that go on their phone at least once a day and click continue mining, with not even knowing if there will be any value or use to the actual token. 25 million in 2 years. Here's a freemium revenue strategy, and that's basically what we are. We'd be more closely aligned to this. They had 700 million users. It's a little, Dropbox is a little antiquated now, but a few years ago, Dropbox was worth 28 billion. That's what its valuation was. And even at that time, they had a very small number of people that actually paid for the subscription. And right now, only 2.2 out of 700 million users, only 15 million actually pay for a subscription. Yet they're a $10 billion company. What can we do with everything that we have that people use every single day and pay them for it? So this is the roadmap right here. So you know that we're just days away from the app that will have the messaging, 200 megabyte files to be able to transfer. Immediately after that, the Panda Post, it's already ready. We just want to roll things out in stages. As a matter of fact, all these devices are ready, except for the Panda Meet needs to be scaled up just a little bit bigger. They're all ready, but we want to roll things out in time and make sure that everything is functioning very, very well when it does roll out. We have the private pre-sale. So I'll talk about that just a little bit now, and then we'll go into it on the next presentation. The pre-sale will be starting Friday night, okay, Friday night at 8 o'clock Malaysia, Singapore time, okay? And it will start to scale up very quick. Panda Play, we're looking for that first game, and we will definitely, because we moved this from Q4 to Q1, so we'll definitely have those first few games in there by Q1. Once again, that'll be the biggest source of revenue, in my belief. We will also have the PunkPanda token listing. With the way the private sale went, I think through the pre-sale, we'll list on PunkPanda merely like 6-7 days after the pre-sale ends, and that'll be the day that the smart contract is launched. So we have DeFi staking offers. Well, those will actually be ready way before Q1 2022, because we already built the farm. So the farm is there. After the pre-sale, it'll be converted over to a DeFi liquidity farm. Panda Pro, that's the Panda Meet, and that will be one of the better products that are out there that people will want to pay subscriptions for. There's more people that pay subscriptions on that percentage-wise than most other things that we have. Panda Vault, and that'll be ready in Q4 2022. And then there's so many other projects that where people want to align with us because of what we're doing. It gets more exciting by the day. I could spend here the next 3 hours just talking about the projects that are approaching us that would like to align with us and do this and do that and do this. And there's some really, really good ones. I just want to look at this one question, and then I'll bring on our next speaker. Mr. Dawson, just go ahead and get ready. After this, I'm going to call you. Ask any company, just this one simple question. How will PunkPanda hold or increase its value? And listen to their answers. If they say, we're going to go trade on exchange, well, where can people spend? Where can they use the tokens? What kind of ecosystem? What are you doing to make sure that the actual supply will stay low? And so if it stays low, the price will just steadily increase. We don't want it to fly off the moon, just steadily increase, and let the supply system just catch up with it. Minting and half lives. This was designed from the very, very day one. Minting and half lives. I didn't want to create a whole bunch of tokens and have them have the ability to hit the market all at once, and then you just have a pump and dump. We're here for 15 years. Mined. They're being mined, they're being minted, and they're being sent out 2,100 in a block to start with. Okay. Once that smart contract is deployed, and a few days after the listed on Pancake, it can never be changed. It cannot be altered, okay? And you'll see that there's one smart contract doing this, another smart contract doing this. People will be able to go on Binance Smart Chain and scan, and they'll be able to read every single thing that we're doing. We're actually going to label the wallet. So we're not going to put an address there. We're going to say ambassador founder. We've posted what the withdrawal rates are. The smart contract will control every aspect of that. cannot change it for the next 15 years. 48-hour rule. What that means is that once the Panda tokens keep coming into your wallet, they're automatically staked. You'll have an unstake button on there. If you unstake so you can withdraw, first of all, it takes 48 hours to do the withdrawal. And this is a security measure for operating on the Binance Smart Chain, so nobody can manipulate anything. So for 48 hours, you wait and you make your withdrawal. So let's say you had 1,000 tokens in there and you want to withdraw because PunkPanda tokens are $2. You need 400, so you're going to withdraw $200, okay? And now you slide that button back over, the other 800 will start to be staked again. What has happened though, we cannot deliver to an unstaked wallet. You will miss 96 cycles in that 48 hours. Let's say you were getting one token delivered to you every 30 minutes between your staked tokens and your Panda Pals team. One token's going in there. Well, that's $2. Missing the 96 cycles means you just lost about $200 in rewards that you could have had if you hadn't unstaked that wallet. What this will do, we're highly incentivizing people. Hey, just keep it and just keep those rewards coming in. They're coming in massively right now. Go sell your Tron. Go sell your Ethereum for the $200 that you need. Okay. And I witnessed a program like this on Telegram when people did unstake their wallets and they would go sell something. People were kind of like laughing at them because of the amount that it would be costing them to actually do this. But if you need the money and it's there and unstake and withdraw everything, that would be my actual advice to everybody. DeFi and staking on the PunkPanda Farm website was set up for members so they can earn money, so they can set up liquidity pools. And so people can take tokens that they bought off Pancake, or they bought off Neo, that another DEX that we're looking at, or they bought them off of KuCoin. Well, if they're sitting in their wallet, they're not earning them any rewards, like a trust wallet or something like that. But if they take them to the farm and put them in the digital wallet there and it's staked, now they're earning the rewards just like the people are in the app. Company buyback. And we're talking about revenue. We're not talking about profit, net profit, anything like that. Revenue. 3% of it will be used to buy back all the time, no matter what the price is. We're just going to buy back. But we can also put those back into circulation if things get out of control, okay? If there needs to be a supply put into circulation, or at that time, there are some that we could raise up the limit of withdrawals. So that's the next thing. It's the token lock. All founders, ambassador founders, people on the pre-sale, the private sale, everybody will have their tokens locked. You guys all know the rate of withdrawal, and you can look that up or have your leaders send you what that rate of withdrawal is. And then finally and foremost, it's a utility token, which means it has real use, and it'll have real use within the first 30 days of the launch. You'll be able to buy stickers, then Panda Post will be there. And then eventually there'll be Panda Play games. And then we'll have Panda Meet, okay? And the other exciting things that are coming down. So TW Dawson, before I go through the pre-sale, he is the Chief Communications Officer for PunkPanda. He's a brilliant person. He's been a very, very good friend of mine now for many, many years. And he's just like a brother. Sir, if you could come in, and if you could please come in and tell everybody what you're experiencing through PunkPanda.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the world. First of all, I'd just like to thank everybody who's participating on this call this morning, this evening, this afternoon, and let you know that some of the best and brightest minds are a part of this program right here. And normally, I have a saying that I used to talk, one of my partners in politics. He just said, the meeting before the meeting. The meeting before the meeting is where everything gets done. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are in the meeting before the meeting. See, what happens is when this type of thing gets put together, usually it's a small room of people that come together and put it together, and then they unleash it onto the world. And we're just trying to figure out what's going on, and we're being a part of it, and we don't even know. But what you're having the ability to do is not only be a part of something that's new, that's innovating, that's cool, and as Batista said, sexy. I like that term. So not only that, but you're having an opportunity to be at the table right before it launch. You have the opportunity to buy in a private sale. You have the opportunity to buy in a pre-sale. And some have the opportunity to be ambassadors to a company that we believe that will be one of the largest companies, because we know this for sure. The largest companies in the world in the next 5, maybe less time than that, will be crypto companies. We know that. When the crypto industry hits its stride, we know that the largest companies in the world will be based off of cryptocurrency. Now, here's the key. What I'm experiencing is this. I've spent the majority of my adult life evaluating businesses. I spent the majority of my adult life being in business. So I have to look at things that make sense. PunkPanda makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. It makes sense because if we took the crypto element out of it, we took the network marketing element out of it, we took all the elements out of it that makes it so unique, but just looked at the basic business principle behind it, it solves the problems that people are having. It's practical. It's something that every person on this planet can use, will use, and at some point will need. So we solve so many problems, but then the thing that makes it better than everything else is that we include the masses of people. We include this was thought of because of the masses of people. This wasn't an idea that came to market so that we can make money off of the masses of people. This was thought of because of the needs of the people. And we know that the world is changing now with a lot of things going on. And when we start looking at old wealth, let's just say Rockefeller wealth, that type of wealth came from actually the disadvantage of the people. If you go back and look at the documentaries of how he built his empire, it was on the backs of hardworking people. And it was no benefit to anybody but himself. Today, we are in a different age. And now we understand that in order to be successful, we have to bring the people along with us. And that's what I'm so excited about with this PunkPanda project, is that we have the people. We're galvanizing the people together. We're sharing in the profit with the people. We're offering a piece of something that will be larger than anybody can imagine in the next few years. I'm excited to represent this company. I'm excited to represent the people, and I'm excited about what PunkPanda is going to be. And I know that no matter what we do today, we'll never be in a position that we're in today. We'll always be better coming from the next few days. After November 1st, our lives will be changed. After this thing launch and we really see how big this thing really is, we'll be different. And we'll be able to say that we were the pioneers to bring something to market. And here's the thing, not only that the people that are on this call are gonna be users, you guys are gonna be spokespersons. You guys are going to be the people that actually go out and say, hey, look, this is what we're doing. Be a part of this. And that means something. No other company has that to say. No other company can say that they rewarded the people that were on the ground level day one. And this is us, guys. Be excited. Know that today is the day that will never be the same for you, right? Whatever happens after this will always be better than what happened yesterday. Thank you, Albert.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your inspiring words there, sir. I'll talk to you after the call. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what's going to happen. This is my firm belief that this company is going to bring more non-crypto people into crypto than any other company before. Many people will simply be using the services like Marcus said and not even know that they're involved in anything with crypto. By the time they find out, they're going to be pleasantly surprised, and we're going to figure out how to do a withdrawal, how to download a wallet. It will be their first crypto transactions ever, and we will have millions and millions of people that will be doing that. This system is designed to go viral outside of crypto MLM people immediately, very quickly. So I'm going to go over here, and ladies and gentlemen, after I do 6 minutes on this pre-sale, I'm going to have Mr. Ratnu Raju come on, and he is going to take us out with a bang here tonight. Let me bring this up. Okay, I'm just going to spend about 6 minutes. I think everybody's already seen this information lots of times. Just to let you know, when this pre-sale launches on Friday night, there's no need to panic, okay? I've been on that side. I've been on this side. I never like to see people have to panic or any kind of anxiety or stay up all night just so they can hit the button first. So this is what we're doing. Even if your people bought $25,000 packages during the private sale, you have no worries, because just you doing a $50 order when it's set on $50 minimum on Friday night, when you start, that's all you have to do. Place a $50 order, you'll get all your commissions. But you don't have to be first. All of your people could go in and place an order first, as long as you do it on the 47th hour. Okay, anytime in that 48-hour period, place your order, you'll get all your commissions. And then from that point on, all commissions will be paid in real time, except for the interest is paid once a day. The interest has a cutoff point, and that daily interest will show. Your daily staking commissions will show. Okay, and here's the type of interest that you'll be earning based upon how much that you've actually staked there. I've actually it was brought to my attention today. It says 10,000, then it says 10,000 again. So where's the break off? So got to go through and change that. And so here is the type of commission. Oh, let me go back to, I want to point out one thing here. Listen, when you do the pre-sale, you can go in and you can buy with 4 different tokens: Ethereum, BNB, Binance Smart Chain, and Tron. So those are the 4 tokens. When you earn interest, you can immediately withdraw it, because anything that you buy in the pre-sale and the private sale, it's got a token lock on it, and then you know you're ready to withdraw. But as you're earning the interest, as you are earning the commissions that'll be paid out one time, you're earning all of these in PunkPanda tokens, but they're going into a different wallet. You have the ability to withdraw them immediately, because there's nowhere to sell them and you'd have no liquidity. We solved that problem. It'll be automatically converted to BNB. The whole process will be a 2% withdrawal fee. And now you can go over to Pancake and sell, or you can go to Binance and sell your Binance. So once again, anything that you earn, any commissions, interest, or staking commissions, it goes into a different wallet. Withdraw it anytime you want to. And I believe the minimum withdrawal is like $25. So after this listing, after the pre-sale and after the listing, there will only be 3 ways to get tokens. Use the app, share the app, also with the staking inside of the app or on the farm. That's it. Those are the only 2 ways. And you have to buy them on Pancake or on an outside source. So here is the token selling rules. On the very first day, that's day 1. On day 31, you would be into your second month. So on day 31, you'll be able to withdraw 1% of the tokens that were staked on day 1. On month 2, you'll be able to, month 3, 2%, 3%, 4, then 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And then on month 11, it's 10% from that point on. I've already talked about the 48-hour rule. We talked about that as one of the 6 things that we do to increase the value of the token. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now 1.5 hours. Private sale's over. It'll be shut down. People will be able to register in the PunkPanda farm, but they won't be able to purchase anything. On Friday night, Singapore time at 8 o'clock, people will be able to go in and start buying, but your whole group doesn't have to panic. They just got to make a purchase within the first 48 hours. All commissions will be received to them. And then mining allocations, we are done. At this point, I'm going to bring one of the main founders, and he is an ambassador founder for PunkPanda, but he's one of the main founders in ITC Global, and his tech team have been very instrumental in putting PunkPanda together with the back offices and things like that. But more than that, ITC Global has developed the world's fastest blockchain that is going off testnet. MIT actually wrote the white papers for this. It's a very exciting project. And what we believe is in the future that they will be creating NFT games for us and being able to do the hosting and the selling of it. And that many of our things will for PunkPanda will be operating on the Darts blockchain. We hope that's going to be our big future corroboration. So Mr. Raju, we appreciate you so much, everything that you've done. You've also allowed us to build an organization in ITC Global and then have a secondary income through that same tree through PunkPanda. So we thank you very much. And if you could just give a few words of why you're excited to have PunkPanda come on board.
Yes, Albert. Thank you. Very, very much excited. Really, it's a great thing. Very, very great thing to see such a great, wonderful powerful leadership in your team. It's really great thing, Albert, because at the starting, when we started ITC Global, we never expected about PunkPanda. Now, every day by day, the PunkPanda became very, very strong. And in future, PunkPanda is going to rule all over the world, because we all know the communication is very, very important. The digital marketing, digital world is changing like anything. So at this time, at this moment, PunkPanda is coming in a different way, and it is going to each and everyone. It's a very, very, very great thing, Albert. And really, when we talk about PunkPanda starting, it is something different, but day by day, it became a very powerful. It's a very great thing, Albert. And as we all know that DARTS blockchain, it's a very powerful DARTS blockchain, which is going to cross all the blockchains, and it's going to be #1 blockchain in the world. So really, in the crypto industry, we are going to break records. We're going to create history with ITC Global, PunkPanda, and DARTS blockchain. And we have games. The games also very, very powerful. So really, and I'm very happy, Mr. Chief Communication Officer, Mr. D.W. Dawson, he has given a very wonderful words, really great thing. So this is the way, this is the family, this is a great thing, taking this opportunity to all the public all over the world. Every part of the world, we are going to change. We are going to give this wonderful opportunity through our leadership. Really, it's a great thing, Albert. And really, I should appreciate you, because you are the person which making all at single stop. That's a great thing. And really, Marcus is also a great personality. Because of Marcus, we have got a lot of wonderful team, and we have seen a lot of even lions also, lion with pandas, lions, and all. Really different people, different, but we all are one family. So we always TW good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, all different parts, different colors, different size, all are different people, language, everything. But we all are in one single stop, one single opportunity. With this, we are going to change the world. Really, it's a great opportunity to each and everyone, and it is only a single structure. There are different projects, but in a single structure. The community what we have, that is the main base for us. The community what we are building in different projects, everything is in one single roof, single tree, that is ITC Global. So through this, the 12 level income is a very powerful income. So whatever the projects are coming, it always been a single tree. That is a very powerful thing. So really, it's a wonderful plan and wonderful system. So really, we all should be very strong to make this, to take it to the world. And thank you very much, Albert, for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to touch a lot of lives. I'm going to just finish off with a couple of stories. T.W. Dawson has met him, the poverty czar for Liberia that was just appointed by the president, was given power of attorney on hundreds and hundreds of thousands of acres to mine the gold, silver, so people there could quit starving. He saw PunkPanda token, and he heard about something that, hey, this token might be end up being worth $1. He wanted to know how fast would it be for somebody in Liberia to create $1 worth of tokens inside their wallet. And we said, depending on how many people and stuff, just estimating maybe a day, maybe 2 days. He goes, they could have $1 worth of token inside the wallet within a day. He goes, a family of 4 or 5 or 6 could eat for the whole day with just that. He did not know anything about crypto exchanges. And I said, do they have crypto? And we found out quickly there's no crypto exchanges there. They have money changers that stand out, and they changed Liberian dollar to US dollar, and that's about the scope of it. So he came back and he said, problem solved. We're going to take rice over there. We're going to put it on the outstations. And the people, when they earn the tokens, we'll buy the tokens back from them, and then we'll sell them on Binance, and they can buy their rice with the token. And then Datin Zam said, you know what, I'm going to set up a food bank and do something similar in Malaysia. Mr. Raju said, I'm going to take one of my stores. I'm going to do the same thing. So it's already caused charity to come out of it. Not really charity. People go out and they earn, and now they can get the food that they need for their efforts. And the way that I envisioned this when I was sitting down and just kind of creating the plan and stuff was that after COVID's over with, a few months down the road, we'll be having events again. And there's going to be somebody on stage and she's going to be all teary-eyed. It's going to be one of the most successful things that she's ever done. She was a stay-at-home mom, never done MLM before, never done crypto, just a little bit shy, didn't think she could ever stand on stage. You know, she saw things that people invited her to, but it just wasn't for her. But then somebody introduced her to PunkPanda. And she said, I don't have to ask anybody for money. And these tokens are coming here every 30 minutes. And the first time her friends came to her house, she said, look at this. Have you guys ever heard of PunkPanda? This is kind of like amazing. So they were almost grabbing the phone from her while she was she's telling her story. They were grabbing the phone from her to see the tokens that had been coming in. They go, girl, what are you doing? She goes, I've just shared this with a few people. So she gave them the code. They put the code in. They started passing the code out. And she goes, this is so wonderful. All I have to do is just mention it, that we get paid to use this one with all things being equal. And she goes, and she looked back at her team and she said, I have, 13,000 people in my 12 levels on my team. And she goes, I get this many tokens every single, but my team never spent any money. I never collected any money during these last 7 months. None of them had to go out and collect money. She goes, it's one of the most amazing business models. And it's not that I was clever, brilliant. Like I said, never done MLM. I still don't understand crypto. My husband does the withdrawals for me and converts it to cash. And she goes, it's changed my life. And that's what this is all about. And the culture of everybody, every leader that I know on here, if they go to an event, the most important thing to them, how many of their people walked across stage? They don't care if they walk across stage or not. And that's the type of leaders that we have. And we're going to be able to affect lots and lots of lives that would not have had the success without this program, without this system right here. It's going to change a lot of lives. It's going to change the world. And away we go. Maestro, if you can come in and kick on the music and we'll all say goodnight and we'll say PunkPanda out. Let's party.
Thank you,
Let's go.
ladies and gentlemen, for being on this great show. We all know that this is just the beginning. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will have more meetings in our local languages with our local teams to understand how PunkPanda tokens are really going to change our life and how the chat application is going to keep our messages secure. So thank you all for joining. It's a great show, 300 plus participants right from the beginning to the end. I think we are ready to make history. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night, great day. Bye-bye.
Stamattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Stamattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invaso, oh partigiano, portami via, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. Come on, can I get some hands up in the air?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for attending the show. All the best.